Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those sins against us. Do not bring us to test, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, good morning, class.
good morning, teacher.
How are you today?
We are fine, thank you.
Well, that's good to hear. You may take your seats.
Thank you, teacher.
May I know who is absent today?
None, teacher.
Do I give you an assignment last time?
None, teacher.
Okay. So before we are going to proceed our topic, I have a classroom rules here. So everybody read.
Classroom rules. Be positive. Always smile, participate actively. Be productive. Work hard and always do your best. Be polite. Be kind, polite, and courteous to others. Be prepared. Come prepared and with supplies and completed assignments. Be respectful. Be respectful to your classmates, teachers, and properties. Raise your hand when you would like to answer or if you need to leave the classroom for any reason.
Okay. So now we will have an activity today. So all you have to do is to examine the picture that I will show you that will be flashed on the TV. So are you ready, class?
Yes, teacher.
So what have you seen in the picture?
A bird, teacher.
What kind of bird?
Parrot.
Okay, very good. How about the second picture?
A dog.
What is the dog doing?
Running.
Do you have a dog in your house?
Yes, teacher.
Do you play with your dogs?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great. So based on the two pictures you have seen, what do you notice? What are those?
Both animals.
Okay. What about in the first picture? What have you noticed? And the second picture?
Mammals.
Okay, very good. So now I will show you a video, and all you're going to do is to listen, and you can take note on important words or events in the video, because after that I will group you into two.
Hey guys! Are you ready to learn a few things about animals?
Yes.
And today we are going to talk about another group of vertebrate animals. Birds! 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 Birds are oviparous animals, which means they are born from eggs. They walk with two legs, and they have two wings that allow them to fly. Although there are some birds like the ostrich and penguin that don't fly even though they have wings. The bird skeleton is light because their bones are hollow. Birds can breathe thanks to their lungs, and they are warm-blooded. They eat with their beak that has no teeth. Their body is covered in feathers. Did you know that the heaviest bird in the world is the ostrich? No wonder it can't fly. Poor thing. When we think of animals, we often think of mammals. Mammals are a group of animals that include dogs and cats, bears, deer, giraffes, and elephants. Mammals are a diverse group of animals that come in all sorts of shapes, sizes, and colors. About 6,500 species of mammals have been named and described by scientists. So what characteristics do mammals have in common? Mammals have bodies covered in hair or fur. Mammals have lungs used to take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. Animals that live in the ocean and freshwater environments must come to the surface to breathe. Most animals reproduce by laying eggs, but not mammals. They give birth to live young. Female mammals produce milk which they feed their young. Mammals are warm-blooded or endothermic. This means they are able to regulate their own body temperature.
Okay, since you already saw the video, I will group you into two groups, and these are the first group and these are the second group. So these are the questions for group 1. So what are the videos all about? And what are the different characteristics of birds? And for the group 2, the questions are what are the videos all about and what are the different characteristics of mammals? I will give you 5 minutes to answer your activity. Okay, if you're done, you can post your output in the board. And pick one reporter to present your output. Okay, children, take your seat. Okay, first group, you can present your output.
Morning everyone. So here are the answer of group 1. So the first question is what is the video is all about? So the video is all about the characteristics of birds and animals. So question number 2, what are the characteristics of birds? So the characteristics of birds are they have 2 wings, no quick, and they also provide produce eggs. They have a flexible bone. They also use beak for finding foods, and that's all.
Okay, very good. Give a hand. Next, group 2.
Good morning, everyone. The first question, our answer is the video is all about birds and mammals. And the second question, our answer is the different characteristics of mammals are have breast and giving birth. That's all, teacher.
Okay, very good. A hand, please. So, in this activity, do you have any idea about what is our lesson to tackle this morning? Okay, Ariel.
Characteristics of birds and mammals.
Okay, very good. Our topic for today is all about characteristics of birds and mammals. So before we are going to proceed to our lesson, let us first know our objectives that we need to attain at the end of the lesson. Okay, everybody read.
Given other helpful activities, grade 6 pupils will be able to do the following with at least 75% level of accuracy. A. Identify and compare the characteristics of birds and mammals. B. Classify the animals into birds and mammals. And C. Appreciate the importance of the diversity of birds and mammals.
Okay, in order to attain our objectives, I want you to cooperate and participate in our activities. Is that clear, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, before that, in a previous activity class, as what you have observed, I have shown you a video of some characteristics of birds and mammals. So, who can give me one characteristics of birds? Okay, Kristen.
Birds have feathers that helps them to fly.
Okay, very good. How about one characteristics of mammals? James.
Giving birth with young stage.
Okay, very good. So, there are different characteristics of birds and mammals. So, the characteristics of birds, first, they have feathers. So, what is feathers? Okay, Oscar.
Feathers is a characteristic of birds that they use to fly, to support flight.
Okay, very good. So, birds have feathers that helps them to fly and keep their warm body and protect their bodies. So, next, birds has wings. So, what is wings? Aryan.
Wings is what they use when they are flying.
Okay, very good. Birds have wings that allows them to fly and glide through the air. So, did you know that birds are the only animals that with wings? Next, birds have beaks. Okay, what is beak? Kristen.
Beak instead of beak, which they use to eat.
So, using the beak, the birds use their beak in finding foods or building their nest. And the next one, birds has hollow bones. Oscar.
Birds has hollow bones to use it to make easier to fly.
Okay, very good. So the hollow bones of birds, so they have a lightweight hollow bones which make them easier to fly. Next, birds are endothermic. Okay, bees.
Birds are warm-blooded animals, meaning they can regulate their body temperature internally.
Okay, very good. So next, birds lays egg. Okay, Mark.
Birds lay eggs, which they incubate until they hatch into baby birds.
Next, birds have an adaptive respiratory system. Okay, Janelle.
Birds have a unique respiratory system that allows air to flow through a series of air sacs, providing them with efficient supply for flying.
Okay, very good. Since you already know the different characteristics of mammals, so there are 7 characteristics. Can you, what are those 7?
Feathers,
Wings,
Beak, hollow bones, endothermic, four-chambered heart, adaptive respiratory system.
Okay, very good. So, who can give me an example of birds? Okay, James.
A chicken teacher.
Very good. What, give me one. Arya.
Dog teacher.
Okay, very good. Next, we have the characteristics of mammals. So, there are 3 first, before we are going to go with the characteristics of mammals, so there are 3 classification of mammals. The Prototheria, Metatheria, and Eutheria. So, the Prototheria, they are mammals that lays eggs. While the Metatheria, young ones stays their mother's pouch until they are mature. And the last, the Eutheria, they gave birth to live young ones. So, these are the characteristics of mammals. So, first, mammals has hair or fur. Okay, what is hair or fur? For the use of mammals. Okay, James.
Mammals have hair or fur covering their bodies which help to regulate body temperature and protect their skin texture.
Okay, very good. So, there are difference between the hair and fur. The hair is we need to trim, while the fur, kuha na siya kanang steady lang iyahang katason. So next, mammals has mammary glands. So what is mammary glands, Junel?
Mammals produce mammary glands to nourish their newborn offspring.
Okay, through the breast of the mammals, they use this for nourishing their baby. Next, they have internal fertilization. Okay, Oscar.
Mammals have internal fertilizations, meaning embryo develops inside their body.
Okay, very good. So the mammals has internal fertilization. For example, as human, uh, we uh, we carry the baby in 9 months until after 9 months we deliver it. And next, mammals have sweet glands. Okay, Aryan.
Mammals have sweet glands for perspiration, which helps them to cool down when they are overheated.
Okay, very good. Next, mammals has diaphragm. Okay, Mark.
Mammals have muscular structures called the diaphragm, which helps in breathing and separates the teeth cavity from abdominal cavity.
Okay, very good. Next, mammals have four-chambered hearts. So those four-chambered hearts are the left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, and right ventricle. So what is four-chambered heart? Okay, Kristen.
Mammals have a four-chambered heart which allows the circulation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood.
Okay, the last but not the least, mammals have heterodont dentation. Okay, Mark.
Mammals have different types of teeth that are specialized for different functions like cutting, tearing, and chewing teeth.
Okay, very good. So there are four types of heterodont dentation for mammals. So first, the incisor. This is they use for biting and cutting foods. And next is the canines. They use this for tearing and grasping food. Next is the premolars, used for crushing and grinding foods. And the last are the molars and used for chewing and grinding foods. Okay. So since you already know the different characteristics of birds and mammals, is there any question?
None, teacher.
Okay. Since you don't have any question, I am the one to ask question. I am the one to ask question for you. So, do you understand the different characteristics of birds and mammals?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So, what are the different characteristics of birds? Kristen.
Beak, feathers, wings.
What are another characteristics of birds? Okay, Oscar.
Four-chambered heart, so bones, and then respiratory.
Okay, very good. So there are different characteristics of birds and mammals. They have feathers, wings, beak, hollow bones, endothermic, lace, egg, and they have an adapted respiratory system. What about the characteristics of mammals? Okay, James.
Mammals have sweet glands and internal fertilization, have hair and fur texture.
Okay, very good. So there are different characteristics of mammals. They have hair or fur, mammary glands, internal fertilization, sweet glands, diaphragm, four-chambered heart, and heterodontation. So who can give me the different types of the mammal's teeth? Okay, Kristen.
The different types of mammal teeth are incisors, canines, premolars, and molars.
Okay, very good. So since you already learned the characteristics of birds and mammals, we will be having an activity this time. I will group you into two and read carefully to them. So this is the first group and this is the second group. So the first group will be going to list the different characteristics of birds, while the second group will be going to list the different characteristics of mammals. And you can pick one representative to present your output. So these are the criteria for your output. Okay, present your work, group 1.
Good morning, everyone. So these are the answer of the group 1. Different characteristics of birds. So birds have feathers, wings, beak, two hollow bones, adaptive respiratory system, lay eggs, endodermic, and 4 sunburn parts.
Okay, very good. Please give a hand for group 1. Next, so
Good morning everyone. I'm the representative of the group 2. The characteristic of mammals have a hetero of density of mammary glands, internal fertilization, and have a sweet glands, and also have a 4-chamber heart and a diaphragm. That's all picture.
okay, very good. So the group 1, their correctness, they have 5. Their promptness also 5, and cooperation also 5. So the total of 15. The group 2, they have 5 for correctness, 5 for promptness, and 5 for cooperation. So the total of 15 points. Okay, since you already know you already understand our topic for today, so I will give you an activity, individual activity. Get 1/4 sheet of paper and answer the following question. If you're done, you can pass your paper in front, and I will be the one to check. Okay, that's all for today, and thank you and goodbye class.
Goodbye.